Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Regis, and this is Backyard Football. Let's talk Arsenal.
You are watching a master at work.
It's no news. I only have to reiterate it. We lost to Manchester City in the Carabao Cup final. We'll be knocked out of the FA Cup in the quarterfinals by Southampton at St. Mary's. So the potential quadruple has been reduced to a double, and that is where we are right now. I have taken time to make a montage about Mikel Arteta to show my support for this lad, to show that I still want Mikel Arteta at the helm, because I'm sure Mikel Arteta is not on social media. He would have seen a lot of backlash and the way people have been going about, oh, sack him, even if he wins us the league title. So many people, and no, emotions were high. People were saying all sorts. I'm obviously of the opinion that, look, it could have been better. Mikel can do a bit more. But there are certain situations where you have to look at the players and say, what are these guys? Do they really want this thing? You can argue that Mikel Arteta is the one who lines the players up. But when the lineup for Southampton came out, you and I know that lineup should go to Southampton and get a result. And that is just, in all reality, in all fairness, that is what it should be. In hindsight, that we cannot start saying, oh, why didn't he travel with so? Why is this one not starting? Why are you starting a 16-year-old? The most annoying fact is that a 16-year-old is the one pulling the strings in a team like Arsenal. And if you're telling me that, oh, Martin Odegaard is still being kind of, he's trying to ease him in from injury, I don't think that's the case. I think he took Martin Odegaard off and left a 16-year-old on the pitch. And that is my biggest question mark, and that is my biggest concern, because going into this part of the season, you need your captain to be riling the boys, to be, riling the troops, saying, guys, come on, let's go. And you're taking him off and leaving a 16-year-old. That is my own concern. I need people like Martin Odegaard to stop. I need players have to come out and be counted. You cannot be hiding. This is not the time. I'll have to put it out there first of all. I am not of this school of thought. Somebody like this saying that if we win only the league title, that would have been a failed season. Coming from a fan of a club who has not won the league title in over it's going to be 22 years. We've never done a back-to-back in this league before. We have never won a Champions League title. Your last trophy came in 2020 in a COVID-ridden year. And you have the F100 to say if we win the league title is a failed year. When there's a club like Liverpool who spent close to $500,000 or if not more $500,000 and struggling for their lives to get into the Champions League places, feels like they're going to go trophyless this season. What are we talking about? What exactly are we talking about? Look, I'm not even a Mikel Arteta apologist, but I can understand that you have to make decisions. And he made decisions against Southampton that you say, oh, they backfired. Would you risk playing Declan Rice against Southampton when you have a Champions League game to come along? I don't know. For a club like Arsenal, you should expect that the people he has put on the team, I think it was a good balance, to be fair. I was just disappointed in certain man, because I'm one of the people calling for Miles Lewis-Kelly to get game time. But Miles Lewis-Kelly, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's the long-term benching, but against England, he had a good game in the under 21s. I thought he's going to transfer that form to the Arsenal. Nowhere to be found. Ben White, who is at the peak, supposed to be at the peak of his powers. It's normal for players to have off days. That's why I can't even dig into Ben White a lot. He just had an off day. The attacker had a better game than him. If you're a footballer, you know these things. The moment Gabriel Magalhaes got injured and left our defense, it felt like these guys, they forgot how to defend. Yeah, someone like Mosquera needs a more coordinated, a player who will scream at him to be sat alongside him, because on his own, I think he doesn't know where he is on the pitch. And I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. Gabriel Martinelli, if Arsenal, maybe we need to change our jerseys to yellow and blue so he'll think he's playing for Brazil before he will turn up. Or he thinks that, let him have in his head that every game is a Champions League game and play football like he means it. I'm a bit worried. I'm scared. If you see my socials, I've said it, look, there's a possibility that Manchester City can still snatch this league title from us. And the way Pep Guardiola operates, Pep Guardiola be looking at me saying, the treble is on the cards for him. The treble is on the cards for him. Now he's only going to go and play Southampton, and I think Man City are in the they are going to play the FA Cup finals. I don't see another upset from Southampton. It's just going to be one step too far for them, upsetting Man City at Wembley. Now my hope, I have never hoped that I'm going to be praying for Chelsea to snatch something from Pep Guardiola. But the way Pep operates, he'll be seeing a treble. How have the tables turned? That Pep is not the one thinking of a treble, because he could win the league. He could win the league. It's 9 points. It's 9 points, bro. They have one game in hand. It's 9 points. We go to Etihad. If anything doesn't go right for us in that game, City 3 points behind you with 4 games to go, or 4 games to go. This is the time now that we have to go out there and make. You see how Man City have gone out there and demolished Liverpool 4-0, sending a message. That is what we need to do. That we've gone out of the league, gone out of the FA Cup to Southampton. We need to go to, when Bournemouth comes to the Emirates, we just need to set down the gun, like set a marker down and say, look, we are not letting go of this, our lead in this league title this season. And make it very clear to the rest of the league that when you come here, you need to play a certain type of way, because now teams feel like they can come to the Emirates and have a go at the Arsenal, and that is what I've been noticing. Everton tried it. The team before Everton, and like it's now almost like Emirates is let's go. We can get something from there. We need to change that narrative again. Mikel has done it before. I don't know what has happened, but it needs to be set straight again. The Emirates, once you come there, you're coming to collect. And Bournemouth have to receive it first. They have to be the ones to receive and tell the rest of the league. The things we saw there, my eyes cannot even say it. If we do not get a result against Bournemouth, I'm sorry, that might spell doom. It might just spell doom. If we win, the league title is the holy grail. That is what we want. That is what we've set out for. Every other thing is a bonus. Every other thing is just an addition, is extra. So let's not get carried away. Let's not fool ourselves. And let's hang on. Falling out of the FA Cup might become a blessing in disguise. Because it would have been a situation where we'll play Manchester City on the 19th of April. And then on 25th of April, we have to play them again. So now we don't have to think about resting players or how do we organize ourselves to go against Manchester City again. So now Manchester City will now be the ones thinking about how they play Arsenal and then go and play Southampton. Maybe it affects their plan. Maybe somehow it just gives us a little breather there. It might just be our saving grace. I don't know, but we know Pep is a master tactician. It might not affect them in the long run. But I'm just saying, they will have to think about Southampton when they are playing us. But we do not have to think about any game coming up in the FA Cup. That's just the reality. Now, even if it means us letting go of this Champions League to focus on the league title, I do not mind it. As long as we do not drop the 2 trying to hold. If we drop 2 trying to hold on to the 2 is a problem. If we have to drop 1 and hold on to the 1 that really matters, I don't mind it. I really do not mind it. Give us this league title, Mikel Arteta. It is all we want. Love and light. I'll always support this man. I'll always support. Phase 5 Mikel Arteta. We will win this league title. Come rain, come shine. We will win this league title, Mikel. And if you're tired, if you do not want to, tell Earpiece Stevenberg to stand there for you. If Stevenberg cannot stand in there, call me. I will come and I'll stand for you, bro. We will win this league title. Come on, you Arsenal. Come on, guys. Let's do the things we normally like. We normally want. We ask of you. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all the nice things for us. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.